What is good, YouTube? It's your boy Woostu here, back at it again with another video covering CCXP, as there is a lot of tidbits coming out from Marvel Studios and also from Warner Bros. Studio. It has been confirmed, not that this really needed any confirmation from anyone, that Shazam 2 is going to be made and also Aquaman 2 is going to be made. Like I said, we already know that. But what is also is pretty cool is Matt Reeves confirmed they are bringing Batman to CCXP next year. Not sure what that means. I presume it means some kind of footage. As we know, it does start shooting in the summer of 2020. So they probably won't have enough footage to put together for San Diego Comic-Con. So it's interesting that Warner Bros. Did announce that they will be revealing something at CCXP 2020, which is going to be very interesting. So guys, if you are new to the channel, make sure to subscribe to never miss any of the Marvel or DC or pop culture based videos. At the 100,000 subscriber mark, we will be giving away a PS4 Pro or an Xbox One X or a Switch with any game. All you got to do is subscribe to this channel and let me know down below why should I pick you, and the faster you subscribe to the channel, the faster we can do this giveaway. So a lot of people were disheartened by what was said by Kevin Feige, but what I find interesting is, you know, I made a video when I said Marvel to announce Deadpool 3, Fantastic Four, and, you know, the full Phase 5 slate, which is very interesting. So I don't usually do this in my videos because I try to keep them positive. So I will talk about that at the end of the video, as it's not really that important, but I do want to address it. Because if someone's going to call me out, I do want to address it, but we do that at the end of the video. So Kevin Feige revealed that Marvel Studios does have a master plan. Marvel Studios head confirms master crossover plan is well underway. But what is interesting is Kevin Feige essentially said the next phase of MCU is going to be different, but you have to watch every single streaming show to understand it concurrently properly. So the MCU is all interconnected, but we really focus on one movie at a time, Feige began. We're going to make the Black Widow movie. We can make it the best possible movie, the best Eternals movie we can make, the best Shang-Chi, the best Doctor Strange, Thor, Captain Marvel, Black Panther, and keep evolving their stories. Now, why this is interesting is because it kind of unofficially confirmed that Captain Marvel movie there without actually saying it. He concluded by saying, yes, it's always fun to see them come together in a master plan, which I promise you is well underway. Feige later said in an interview, the Eternals know who the Avengers are, which showed that things from the MCU past will continue to echo throughout the franchise. He said the Eternals know about the existence of the Avengers. The Avengers don't know much about the Eternals yet. Now, this is quite interesting because, you know, the whole Thanos situation, and it kind of unofficially confirmed that Thanos will appear in the Eternals movie. So the Eternals know about all the Avengers, but the Avengers know nothing about them. Now, that's a really interesting spin that they're going to put on it. So, towards the end of this article, it says here, the Eternals should be interesting going forward. Your reaction about not being familiar with the Eternals is perfect because most people familiar with the Guardians of the Galaxy, believe it or not, they were people that were not familiar with Avengers or Iron Man. Feige said to Bionic Buzz last year, so for us, it's finding great stories, whether people have heard them or not, and bringing them to the big screen is amazing. So essentially, this is interesting because if you remember before Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 1 came out, no one cared for them. Then it turned out to be one of the best Marvel movies ever released. So essentially, Kevin Feige is saying this will be the same thing about the Eternals, which is interesting. So Kevin Feige has confirmed that plans for the next big crossover are in the work, you know, because everything started with the Eternals and it looks like everything's going to end with the Eternals in one way or another, which is very interesting. So like I said, there's lots of tidbits throughout the whole night. Kevin Feige also said the multiverse is the next step in evolution of the Marvel cinematic universe, which again is interesting. So Marvel Studios has already started planning photography on WandaVision for Disney Plus, and before long, work on Doctor Strange Into the Multiverse of Madness will begin. The two properties, and one feature film and one limited series, will be closely intertwined, connected, deeply ingrained with the idea of the multiverse. In fact, Marvel Studios boss Kevin Feige recently confirmed the multiverse is something that will shape the future of the MCU for years to come. Now, this is something that they've needed for such a long time, Because even in the DCEU universe, you know, with the Flash and all that kind of stuff, they've always had the multiverse there, but we've never really had it in, you know, the MCU. We thought we were going to get it in Spider-Man Far From Home, but that was not true. So Fiege went on to say this. Shortly after showing new footage to a crowd that went crazy, Fiege had a sit-down interview elsewhere on the con floor. That's where he claimed the multiverse will be the next step in the storytelling for MCU, which I'm very happy about because a lot of the Marvel Cinematic storylines are pretty boring and generic. We need a multiverse twist. We need to see an evil Tony Stark, which is never going to happen. We need to see evil versions of the same characters. That's going to be insane. When we first started the MCU, it was all about Tony Stark introducing the world to Tony Stark and Iron Man's armor, Feige said. He went on. Then we went to teach people what Asgardians were and learn about super soldiers. Then bring them together in the Avengers. I've loved space movies. I've always loved them. Big intergalactic tales, which was why we did Guardians of the Galaxy. And the audience came with us so we could do it. Movies like EndGame. I also want to do a time traveling, which is interesting. When we finally got to do EndGame, the multiverse is the next step in the evolution of the MCU. Doctor Strange into the Multiverse of Madness is going to crack it open in many ways that will have repercussions for the Disney Plus streaming service before it's not WandaVision for movies after in a big fun way. Feige's comments would seem to play onto the idea in another series that Loki series would tie in to Doctor Strange 2 sequel somehow. So as we know, WandaVision is set to hit Disney Plus spring 2021, while Doctor Strange Multiverse of Madness will come out the May the 7th, 2021. So 2021 is a freaking insane slate. Then we've got the 2022 slate. Then we've got the 2023 slate. So although we didn't really get a lot, but I did say in yesterday's video that, okay, bros, I'm sorry, I got it wrong. But like I said, it was just a theory video. It's just kind of what could have happened at CCXP. They could have revealed the whole of Phase 5. But they decided not, which is interesting. Like I said, I wasn't the only person that covered that story before CCXP because they could have revealed anything. Warner Bros. Has revealed a lot, but Marvel decided not. So then what happened was, I got tagged in a post and I got sent this post a few times. So it's from someone on Twitter who is verified on Twitter. Doesn't have any Instagram, few thousand followers, no YouTube clout or anything. That's probably why he's saying, don't listen to YouTubers because you're jealous, mate, because you're not a YouTuber. You never will be. So yeah, let's keep this fair use policy. Right? So it's interesting. I said not to expect a slate. Maybe one thing they show footage of the Eternals, first look at 2 Disney, stop listening to YouTubers. No, start listening to YouTubers. The problem is, these verified accounts on Twitter, everyone seems to believe everything they said. So it's alright for someone to come out and say, yes, the Avengers 4 title is Annihilation, then it wasn't. You know, and the same person actually tweeted about this, saying it was going to be 45 minutes long, and then it was 20 minutes. False representation. Right, he's giving me false reputation when he does the same thing himself. I'm not going to say this person's name because this will be more like clout than he's ever had. So I'm not going to say that. I'll keep it short. But what makes me interesting is an insider, because they got a tick, can come out and say, yes, this is confirmed. Galactus is going to be in Phase 5. Of course he's going to be in Phase 5. There's literally no validity in your information. So what is interesting is I get called out for saying Deadpool 3 was going to be revealed. Ryan Reynolds was there. It would have made sense. A bunch of other people, on YouTube and Instagram said the same thing because it would have made a lot of sense because we know they're already starting to write Deadpool 3. We know they're in talk, so it would have made sense to finally reveal it. Fox hasn't just, sold their company to Disney for over $60 billion for them. For obviously Disney not to use like Deadpool 3. The way I read this is it's almost to me like this person doesn't seem to think Deadpool 3 is ever going to get revealed. I mean, seriously. So what I'm saying is this person literally said the same thing as me, and then he shuts me down. Then he starts deleting a load of tweets, and for some reason, you guys, you warheads, are pretty cool. You keep me up to date. So essentially, he starts deleting this tweet where he said he didn't say this, and if you go through the comment section on this actual tweet, literally every comment says, "But you said the same thing." So, like I said, I'm not going to give this small online creator clout. I mean, yes, he's got a big Twitter for him, but really, your online following should be your Instagram page and your YouTube page, not your Twitter page. So it is interesting. So I advise you just to take every sort of information with a pinch of salt. Unless there is a validity of the source coming from Kevin Feige, or you can actually hear the interview or something, just take everything with a pinch of salt. If you actually read what I said, guys, it was Marvel 2 announced, Deadpool 3, Fantastic Four, and more at CCXP 2019. But was there any revealed? Was there any exclamation mark? Was there any confirmed? No, because if you know English, you would read this thinking, okay, this could happen. I didn't say it was going to happen, but I'm not like many creators. If I'm wrong, I'll say I'm wrong. I was wrong. But the person trying to call me out, and he didn't tag me in it, which is interesting, because if you're going to call someone out, tag them in it. But we kind of keep YouTube fair use policy, you know, in them guidelines. It's just interesting. Now, I've invited this person on the channel before to talk. I don't know why, because that would give him a big platform that I don't need. I don't need this person to come on the platform because it's not going to benefit me. It will benefit him. So I do find it very interesting when I get called out from one of the greatest Hollywood Marvel movie insiders. For some reason, they tried to come at me. Now, I was sent this by at least 5 other YouTubers saying, why are they coming at you? And I'm like, I don't know. Maybe because he's got the Avengers 4 title wrong. I don't know. But it is interesting, guys. And, you know, I like to keep this channel more about just the content. I like to keep you up to date with what's going on. If someone's going to call me out and stuff like that. It is YouTube. We are supposed to be personalities and not just some boring drone. So it is interesting, guys. So it is interesting. So essentially, Kevin Feige has revealed so much information. He's already come out and said the next big major crossover is in the works and the multiverse is going to be key to everything. We know this is most likely how Blade is going to be introduced, how Deadpool 3 is going to come through. Deadpool will probably come through the multiverse. It will make sense when Venom comes through. So Kevin Feige did reveal so much information at CCXP, and depending on what time the Wonder Woman trailer comes out, I would try and get the trailer out as soon as possible. I'm trying to do a lot more DC stuff if I can, so that'll be interesting, the one that comes out. The teaser trailer yesterday looked pretty fire. So like always, guys, please like, subscribe, and comment. Just remember what I said towards the end of the video. It's just a side note. I just don't want someone to try and make me look bad online. I can't defend myself because, like I said, the certain individual blocked me. So this is the only way your boy Warstew can defend himself. Okay, I wouldn't normally add this, but I'm defending what someone said about me. Someone that has got such a big following on the Twitter and got the tick. No idea how this person's got the tick, but I'm gonna defend myself, guys. I can't reply to the tweet because obviously I'm blocked, but it is interesting, guys. So like always, let me know, what do you think Kevin Feige means about the master plan for a new crossover? And let me know, how is Doctor Strange 2 Multiverse Into the Madness going to change everything forever? And are you annoyed that Disney is literally telling the audience you have to watch these streaming shows or else you're not going to be able to follow any movie ever, which is very bad, but it's very clever from a marketing point of view for Marvel. So like always, guys, please like, subscribe, and comment. I will catch you in that next video very soon. Catch ya later.